What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Change your venue a little bit because I gotta watch my dog. He's literally right in front of me. The thumbnail is Anita Baker. I apologize. It's the song, old song, great song. But I was listening to Shaq on the Pivot podcast and talking about some things he regrets. And one of the things was just spending time with his sister before she passed because he's busy, but he's like, that's not an excuse. And the other thing would be making amends with Kobe. I don't think they had to make amends, but I think there's love there. But it made me want to ask another question. Should you force making amends? And to each his own. It might be situational, person, time. But I feel like, I feel. If it's on your mind to do it, or if it's on your quote unquote heart to do it, then you might as well, and because there's gonna come a point where if you don't make amends, we're not the controllers of time. Some of us don't want to admit this, but some of our biggest regrets is that we didn't put our pride to the side and actually make a wrong situation right. Now, some people, I get it. Some people you just don't want to make amends with because of their character, the type of person that they are. If you try to make amends with them, you already know they're going to stab you in the back. So it's better to, deal with them from afar. Even if you wanted to make amends when you're far enough away from them that they can't come anywhere around you and actually try to be cool again, because 9 times out of 10, all they're going to do is use that olive branch as some type of manipulative weapon. But for the people who have good intent, I think you should. I think you should. But I think that also comes to play with self-awareness. Like, you gotta, if you're gonna make amends, you actually gotta know what you did, own up to what you did, and you might even be wrong in the way that it affected a person, but at least be willing and open to say, I know I did something. Not the politically correct, if I offended you, I apologize. No, I did this wrong. I know I did that wrong. I don't know how it affected you. I'm thinking it's this, but if it's not and it's something else, then, can I write that? And a lot of times, making amends with somebody can be as easy as a phone call and a conversation. And I'm not going to do that again. Public apology. If you did it in public, you could apologize publicly. But also, beyond apology, sometimes you have to make amends by actually atoning, a situation, restitution. You actually got to put some sweat in the game to fix it. And for a lot of people, if you're not willing to put sweat in the game to fix it, and I might sound weird by saying this, don't make an apology and then walk off and say that's good enough when the situation you cause somebody to set a person back, for weeks, for months, possibly for years, and you just say, well, I'm sorry, I've moved on. If you're gonna move, if you move on with somebody holding the bag, you better bring a bag for that person to fix that situation. Don't leave them hanging like that, because that's not saying you're actually trying to make amends. That's saying you just, you're cool with stiffen them. So But should you force making amends as far as time constraint concerned? I believe so, because at the end of the day, you know, not telling the person that you love them, you care about them, you're thinking about them, you miss them, you know, you apologize to them, kind of is gonna weigh on you if that person passes on before you, because you're gonna realize, in most cases, the fallout wasn't bigger than life. Somebody's death will show you, man, this is what we were really going at it about. That's not really, in the grand scheme of things, that's not really much. So, and before I go, I will honestly say, when people say, don't do it for them, do it for yourself. No, do it for them. Do it for them first and do it for yourself. Because if you got to make amends with them, you did something to them. So do it for them first, not you first. I think that's a selfish way to go about it. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.